The 40-yard dash is like the really pretty girl at the prom.
Okay.
So high school athletes
Yeah.
using AI to enhance their highlight tape.
What do you mean
Out of
enhance?
control.
What do you mean
Out of
enhance?
freaking control. Sports cards used to be something you traded at lunch. Now it's turned into Wall Street?
Are you talking about those cards I see people on TikTok opening?
Kind of.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Dex Effect. I'm Crystal.
I'm Dex Lucci.
And Chris, we want you to take another bite, Chris.
We seen you.
We saw that little baby bite. I want you to take a bite of that product.
Come on, man.
But we're not here to talk about McDonald's. We're here to talk about sports, specifically the Combine. The NFL Combine that happens every year that people kind of are like, meh, doesn't really mean anything. So the question is, does the Combine predict NFL success?
If the Combine predicts NFL success, you have to wonder, right? How come every year superstars like Fernando Mendoza skip the Combine?
He skipped the Combine.
He did. And this is a normal thing. Every year, if you go top 5 at quarterback, they rarely throw.
Does it help a quarterback if they do the Combine?
So the mindset is for these guys when they're talking to their agents or they're talking to their camp is basically, it's pretty simple. They basically say, hey, you played awesome. You're projected to go number 1, number 2, number 3.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason for you to go out there and throw with receivers you've never thrown with running backs you've never thrown with.
But it's an open field.
It is an open field, but how the agent thinks, and I don't know if you guys know, the Combine, it gets all the love. Every year you have all the media, ESPN, NFL Network, they all cover it. After the Combine, there's a thing called Pro Day. It's a chance for the player to showcase his talents to NFL coaches. So basically what it is you'll take, let's use Fernando. He'll skip the Combine. He'll do interviews because that part you can't really skip because it's like, hey, man, are you not going to talk with the coach? It just looks weird. Nobody does that. But what they do, they'll do their interviews. Most likely they'll skip the throwing and they'll skip the bench press and the 40.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a Lamar Jackson, sometimes if you're projected like to go 10 through 20, they'll go and run the 40 and show the speed.
What about Beck? Didn't he throw?
Carson's is in a very interesting spot. So you guys saw how Carson last year, he took his team to the national championship, right?
Yeah.
From there, Carson Beck's game plan is pretty simple. He had a wonderful year. Everybody's seen a lot of Carson, right? And Carson's a tall kid. He passes the eye test.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to fumble in interviews. He knows the game. He went to Georgia. He went to Miami. He's been around all these big time guys. Don't forget, guys, he's already been paid. So that part, it used to be new because it's like, hey, you're a professional now. He's been a professional.
Yeah, he doesn't have that part of the money, that stress of the money.
Yes. So
a little bit more relaxed.
Carson and his camp, I'm almost positive it's a pretty simple game plan. It's Carson, go out there and show your skills.
Do you think it's because they lost the game?
No, it's every year you got the fan favorite, which is Fernando.
Yeah.
And what's weird about this year is that normally there's like 3 quarterbacks that everybody's in love with.
Mm-hmm.
This year, for some odd reason, and you can blame NIL a little bit because Arch Manning, Sellers, all these guys stayed.
Yeah.
So now you have Fernando, who's the darling, who's the belle of the ball.
Yes, he is.
Second right now is Ty Simpson, the quarterback for Alabama.
Yeah.
Are we all sold on Ty Simpson? Yeah, it's kind of forced.
Yes.
And Crystal, it happens every year. Quarterbacks is the one position that has a major edge with the draft. And what I mean by that is you can get an average quarterback,
right?
But because it's a weaker class and teams need, if you're a bad team, you need a quarterback.
Right, yeah.
They'll take a chance on a guy that maybe wouldn't have went top 10 in any other draft. But this draft, because the class is a weaker class, he gets the benefit of the doubt. And that's happened with Christian Ponder, EJ Manuel.
I was just going to ask, who has that happened to?
Oh, a bunch of guys. Jake Locker at Washington. Guys that don't get me wrong, these guys are studs, but
Yeah. Like Beck is good.
oh,
He's really good.
Beck's good. Beck's situation is interesting because it seems like Beck's haters just for some reason don't think he can get it done when the game's on the line.
And he has to keep proving himself.
Yeah. But if you look at his year, I mean, you beat Ole Miss,
Yeah.
you beat Texas A&M,
Hmm.
you just got in the playoff, and then you get to the championship. I mean, the guy's resume says, hey, maybe take a chance on him in the first round or second round. Now, is that going to happen? Who knows? I think this year might be a year you see one quarterback go in the first round. The reason for that, Crystal, is because today the Chiefs made a huge trade with the Rams.
Oh, okay.
And the narrative has been that the Rams have had 2 first-round picks and that the Rams for the second one might take a gamble on a quarterback.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
yeah, Matt Stafford's older.
Right.
Hey, why not let him sit? You know, a little Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre thing.
Yeah.
But now that pick is gone to the Chiefs. The Chiefs traded McDuffie to the Rams. They're a top corner. He's going to get a big deal with the Rams. The Rams sent a first-round pick over to the Chiefs.
So now they have 2 first-round picks?
And the Chiefs aren't going to take a quarterback.
No, they're not. I don't think they need to.
Yeah. So I'm curious to see how that goes. I still think one quarterback might go. It might be that Chad Pennington-like year. Who knows? But the thing that I find interesting, and I'm curious with you guys, is the number 2 best quarterback Ty Simpson or Carson Beck?
Well, we'll leave it up to the audience. But what I want to know, we have a 1 and a number 2. Do we have a 3?
3's an interesting one. So
why?
Well, Crystal, you have the guy Taylor Green from Arkansas.
Okay.
He tested amazing.
Uh-huh.
He's 6'5", ran a 4.3 40,
Okay.
jumped out of this world. He looks, you know, just like a copy of Cam Newton.
Oh, okay, nice.
But teams have been burned on that before.
Oh, well then not nice.
Yeah. Well, hey, look at the Colts. Anthony Richardson, they went off 1 year. The guy tested amazing. He went, you guys remember, threw the ball. It hit the ceiling at the pro day. He can throw a mile, and Anthony Richardson hasn't done anything.
And he's fallen flat.
Yeah, I mean, they've even gone with a different quarterback.
Yikes.
So you can go that route. Some people are saying your boy.
Pavia.
Pavia's an interesting story.
Mama's boy.
Yeah, Pavia.
Was his mom there?
His mom was not there. They said that Pavia's interviews, he didn't change at all. He was still his brash self.
Oh, no. I haven't been keeping up with him, honestly. He's still doing the same thing.
Well, the thing with Pavia, Crystal, is that that's kind of what makes him him.
I get it. He's doing that, yeah.
You got to remember, he's a shorter guy. He's always, he didn't go the route of getting a big time D1 offer right away.
Mm-hmm.
He had to go the hard way. Pavia went to New Mexico Military Junior College.
Nice.
Then gets the scholarship to New Mexico State, then goes to Vanderbilt.
Yes.
So he's got that chip on his shoulder. And to be honest, I get it. But he's pretty short.
How short?
He's like 5'9", 5'10".
That's short.
Yeah. And when you're short like that, they want to make sure you're an elite passer.
Okay. You got to be, you have to have something that's.
Yeah. I mean, either you're an elite passer or I know Kyler Murray's not getting the best headlines, but coming out, Kyler Murray's a tremendous athlete. You know, he has won at every level, big time schools, Heisman Trophy winner. When you have that going for yourself, then being like in the 5'9", 5'10" range,
it's easier to agree with.
Yeah, because 10 years ago, if you were 6 foot, it was like, oh no, you can't play quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Now, luckily, Drew Brees, Mike Vick, all these guys have changed that narrative. When you're talking about 5'9", 5'10", you better be an absolute stud.
You need something to compensate.
Yeah. So that's an interesting one.
Unfortunately, he's doing it with his mouth instead of his skills.
Yeah. But the big question is, Crystal, it goes back to the main thing. It's with knowing all that, you have Pavia. you got Ty Simpson, you got Fernando, you got Carson Beck. Taking these guys who had killer years, whatever you think about their personality, hey, that's on you. If you don't like Beck because he's laid back, you don't like Pavia because he's brash, that's on you. Our big question to you guys at home is, does this combine help the draft stock of the guy that's 2 through 10
Oh, good question.
on the quarterback list?
Yeah.
Like Ty Simpson, Carson Beck, Pavia. Or is it better that none of them throw and all of them wait for the pro day?
Right.
Because remember, guys, the interview is the key part because they want to see, honestly, if you're a dumbass.
Yikes.
No, that's what they
For
want to see.
real?
Oh, yeah.
For real, for
Yeah.
real.
Guys, what they ask you in interviews, they asked Des Bryant, this is on record, was his mom a prostitute? That's a receiver, by the way, but in the
I think I remember this.
Oh, yeah. In the interview process, they will ask you the most odd things. One guy, Fernando Mendoza, came out with it. I don't know if you guys saw this. He said, Fernando, he didn't tell you what team it was. He said, Fernando, you should get arrested so your draft stock drops. And who was the famous quarterback that happened to?
Oh.
Dan Marino.
Oh. They did that. They set him up like that? Well, I mean, he said.
When
right.
Dan Marino came out, it was John Elway, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino. That's the famous draft.
Story time. Uh-huh.
Dan Marino was at Pittsburgh, and he
Yeah.
was a killer quarterback, right? Everybody knows Dan Marino, right?
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Steelers were a couple ahead of the Miami Dolphins. And everybody kind of knew John Elway was going to go, and Jim Kelly was going to go next.
Mhm.
And then you had this gunslinger Dan.
Yeah.
It came out that Dan was a party animal, you know, like to drink, all this stuff. Steelers pass. They take Senor Sack. Do you guys know who Senor Sack is? Neither do we. And the Dolphins get Dan Marino.
Okay.
So fast forward to today, I'm sure the coach was making a joke, but with these coaches and these organizations, it's a joke, but they want to see also how you answer it.
Right. It's a test. I get it.
Yeah, everything's a test.
Is it doing anything for them?
Well, guys, here, let me tell you this. First of all, let's just use Ty Simpson. Ty Simpson goes out there. You have all these receivers that you've never played with. Never. You're just, hey, get out there and you don't even practice with these guys.
Not one.
No,
not one
I mean,
practice
maybe
round?
one guy, he might be in a different group. You got 100 receivers out there.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
From TCU, from Boiling Green, from this, from USC.
Yeah.
You're out there, you're throwing, he might run his out like this. You know, quarterbacking is all about timing.
Hold on. Devil's advocate.
Go on.
But if you're that good, can't you just kind of like do it? Shouldn't you be able to just do it?
See, Crystal's what I like to call a ram amongst the sheep.
Uh-huh. How so? Why so?
What she just said is, unless you're a big time QB, which they give you kind of a benefit of the doubt, what she just said is what every offensive coordinator, head coach, and scout says.
Oh, okay.
They say, hey, man, you got to go make crap into something great.
You got to make lemons into lemonade. No, that's not it.
I mean, basically, the thing is, at least lemons
What does
can
shit
still,
turn into?
I didn't want to use that word.
Do we want to say, do you got to turn coal into diamonds?
Yes.
Something.
You
along
have to
those
turn
lines.
coal into diamonds, and it's very true. I mean, they're not going to give you like, hey, man, all right, pat on the back. Oh, it didn't work because your receiver. So that's kind of why a guy like Fernando Mendoza's camp says, Fernando, they already think you're number one. Deservingly so. I love Fernando. I think he's a great guy. But his camp is not going to take the gamble of him going out there, throwing some incompletions. All of a sudden, what is every headline going to say? Oh, Fernando Mendoza can't do this. Fernando Mendoza was overthrowing this and that. And then all of a sudden, Ty Simpson gets talked. Carson Beck gets talked to be the first quarterback taken.
So it does do something for them, depending on how it goes down.
For the quarterback position, with knowing all that, does it help or does it hurt, though?
Depends on who you are in the situation.
Because when you go to your pro day, like we talked about, you got all
Yeah.
your boys. Fernando's going to have all his Indiana guys. They've been practicing all year. They won a freaking championship together. So that's the weird part about the combine. That's just for quarterbacking. Let's take it to the next step, Crystal. Yeah.
Let's talk about what everyone is excited about every time the combine comes around.
Yes.
The 40-yard dash.
Yeah. Oh my God. People love the 40-yard dash.
Speedy. Just
Lightning McQueen.
Lightning McQueen. Just
Oh my God.
zipping.
And you know what? These guys, these athletes, wow. 10 years ago, 4.3 was like, all right, one guy.
Yeah.
Two guys.
No.
Now
it's everybody.
Oh my God. Jeremiah Love ran the 4.3. I mean, whoa, they're flying.
They're flying.
These boys are flying. But it can also be the death of a franchise.
How so? The death of a franchise is pretty intense.
It's intense, but hear me out.
Over a 40-yard dash.
The 40-yard dash is like the really pretty girl at the prom.
Okay.
So she comes in, beautiful dress. You're like, oh my God, there's Sarah Silverman,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
She is so hot,
Yeah.
right? But then you finally get the guts to talk to her. She goes out with you, 4 weeks later, and you realize Sarah just looked really good.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'll give you guys an example.
Give us the example.
The Raiders did a classic one. Al Davis, the former owner, just win, baby.
Okay.
Al famously picked Darius Hayward Bay from Maryland.
Mm-hmm.
The guy ran a 4.340 receiver, went pick number 7. He picks Darius Hayward Bay and passes on Des Bryant. And Des Bryant obviously goes on to the Cowboys, becomes who he is.
Yes.
It flips. You get a guy like Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about him now. Antonio, he's always been in. I'm talking about football, Antonio. He ran a 4.57 from Central Michigan. Whatever. He falls in the draft. Tavon Austin, who had one of the best, Crystal, kids looked up to this guy. He had one of the best highlight tapes at a high school, at a college.
Yeah.
He went to the Rams on the 8th pick, and Tavon never had a 1,000-yard season.
Holy cow.
Oh, same as Darius Hayward Bay.
Are you saying that the 40-yard dash is like a curse if you're good at it? If you're fast?
I'm not saying that. Listen.
At the combine.
Yeah. The combine, your pro day, if you're running the 40, it's not a bad thing. Obviously, you want to see if the athlete is fast.
Yeah, that's the whole point. They're standing out. They're proving themselves.
But what's one thing, and I'm going to ask you guys, and we're going to get Crystal's answer. What's the one thing you notice about the 40 that might hurt you, or you're blinded if the guy runs super fast, 4.2, right? Blazing Lightning McQueen, like we said.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the one thing you kind of get blinded and that you forget while he's running that 40?
What are we looking for? Well, okay, so this is the speed part of it.
Forget the speed. He ran a 4.3.
Okay.
He runs straight.
Oh.
That's it.
Duh. In football, you're not always just running straight.
Football's about lateral movement. You got
Duh.
and cutting on a dime.
Yeah,
right?
that's yeah.
So you see this, and it's the same thing, guys, for the quarterbacks, where you'll get a guy that's like, yes, there's a Cam Newton, but there was plenty of guys that were huge that busted. Josh Freeman, Jason Campbell, Anthony Richardson wasn't as tall, but they wow you with the talent. But you forget this game is played on the field.
Right. With other people.
And with men. With guys that are getting paid. With guys that get drafted, and the only way they can provide for their family with the big amount, with the $15 million, the $20 million a year, is to take your head off when they're a defensive end coming at you.
That's their job, to win.
Yeah. Or we talked about the Chiefs earlier. Look at McDuffie. He shows it for the Chiefs. Now he's going to get a massive contract with the Rams. Jalen Ramsey from years ago. Jalen Ramsey, he's hardcore. He always gets in people's faces because he wants that money.
Yeah.
And when you have a guy like Jalen Ramsey, you can't just run straight with him.
No.
You got to be able to run around. You got to stem. You got to cut. You got to hit the out. You got to double move. And on top of it, this is the one part where, for some reason, and I think it's because when they show the NFL Combine, they just want to show, like what you just said, like the body, the running, the jumping,
All the highlights.
all the highlights,
All the best bits.
But you forget when you go pro, guys, whether you're a quarterback, receiver, tight end, running back, the game's mental.
You know what I think they should do in the combine? They should do a scrimmage.
Oh my God, Crystal, that would be dream scenario for every NFL organization. It's just who would get in the way.
I was going to say, who would you have them scrimmage with?
No, that part's easy.
Oh,
who
what do
would
you
get
mean?
in the way?
What do you mean who would get in the
The
way?
agents.
Oh.
Yeah, they would never allow that because what happens? Now your receiver that
Yeah.
is a blazer, he can kill it on air. You're losing money now if you take a gamble if he gets bumped off the line with Jalen Ramsey.
But I'm not an agent. I'm a coach. Throw him in there. I want to see a scrimmage.
That's exactly what the combine should be.
Yeah.
But
That's what I feel. Yeah, it should be that.
because of money, because of injury.
I see the injury part.
See, basketball, they can run 5-on-5.
Yeah, they can do that.
You know-
Everyone's pretty safe.
Yeah, and that's why with basketball, we've talked about it before, you see the best really just rise to the top.
Yeah.
With
They have more
football,
opportunity to rise to the top.
yeah, but imagine with football, a guy gets blindsided and then, he breaks an ankle, he tears an ACL. Oh, the agent will, you just lost money.
That's true.
Or, I hate to say it, what happens if your athlete doesn't have that game ready skill
Yeah.
and he's all show?
Right.
Well, if he goes out there and like Crystal says, you have a scrimmage and he gets exposed, there goes the money.
There it goes.
There goes the money. That's
You
why
see the real player.
Yeah, and honestly, Crystal, that's why football is such a beautiful sport because baseball and basketball, it's really the best of the best. And then you have all the world. You got the Dominicans with baseball, the Japanese with baseball, you have all the Europeans with basketball. It's a world game.
Soccer.
Yeah, in soccer, you just have the best of the best.
Yeah.
Football, you have the best of the best, but there is a silver lining where you can be a Julian Edelman. You can be an Antonio Brown and everybody looks past you. You can be a Tom Brady where if you guys look it up, he can't win the big game, doesn't have the big arm. He takes his famous picture. He has no muscles.
Oh, yeah.
He runs a 5.2 40 and you pick him in the 6th round and then he shows.
And now we all want to know how he throws and how does
Yeah.
he do it and teach me, please.
Oh, yeah. What about Kurt Warner? Same thing. He was a box boy.
A box boy.
Oh, yeah. Kurt Warner goes to a small college,
Yeah.
doesn't get his shot. He's got small hands, shorter quarterback. He then goes to arena football, and Coach Dick Vermeil happens to take a chance on him because he sees something in here.
Mm.
And he goes to the Rams. Trent Green, who's a well-respected pro, goes down in preseason. Who comes in? The box boy wins a Super Bowl.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
So the
And
combine.
Hall of Fame.
So the combine is just. What is it?
The combine is a show.
It's just a show. At one point, there should have been like the A-team, dream team that everybody was talking about. We had the father-son duo, and then he got all of his A-star assistants, but now he's just all alone. And I'm talking about Coach Prime.
Crystal, Coach Prime's coaching staff changes more than a Vegas blackjack dealer on swing shift.
What the heck does that even mean?
Coach, you got to keep your people, man. Crystal, listen.
Yeah.
Coach Prime's issue, you're going to think this is a wild take. And I know you guys at home are going to think this is a wild take.
Let's hear it.
Great players suck at coaching.
I don't think that's a wild take. I'm pretty sure everybody thinks that.
Yeah, if you do, you do. But look at who he assembled. Terrell Owens, all-time great.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Mhm.
Marshall Faulk, all-time great.
Yes.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Warren Sapp,
All-time great.
great. Hall
Hall
of
of
Famer.
Famer.
The problem with those guys, and I'll use Warren Sapp, and this is a compliment to Warren Sapp. This is not a diss. He was so great at his position at Miami, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, for the Raiders. And then when you're around these college guys that, hey, some of them might go pro, some of them might start, some of them might be on the bench. at first you care,
Yeah.
but then after you start losing, then people are like, coaches are just like, why am I putting up with this? And they disperse. They don't want to put in that extra work, and neither should they have to be honest. They're already legends. Even Coach Prime, who I respect a ton, sometimes you feel like he's preaching too much. And he has a preacher background.
Uh-huh.
And it's always like there's a saying, or he's very well versed in the NIL stuff. But when you took away his Superman, which is Shador,
Mm-hmm.
and when you take away a guy who's played with you your whole life, and on top of it was just quarterback,
Yeah.
now all of a sudden 2 things happen. Number one, when a father son are a team together, when son leaves, after a year or 2, you're like, man, maybe I just loved it because my son was there.
Oh, yeah.
And he had both sons there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Coach Prime doesn't love it, but with all his medical issues, he's got the hot girlfriend now with Carucci. You don't really want to give that extra effort. Coach Saban started famously at 8 a.m. and left at 10 p.m. every day.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Sacrifice
he loved
family.
it. He needed to win, right? That's a coach's mind.
Exactly.
Even when they are losing, they're still there from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m.
And all those guys had that mindset when they were playing.
Right. Yeah.
When you're a coach, it's Coach Prime had so much success early at Colorado with money. And what I mean by that is ticket sales, filling up the stadium. Colorado was like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But then, they haven't really won.
Mm-hmm.
So the allure has worn off.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Marshall Falk, it really started when Sean Lewis left, that offensive coordinator. He quickly took that job at San Diego State. Now, of course, he's going to go take a head coaching job, but he left when Shador was still there. If he stays and they crush it with Travis Hunter and Shador the next year, maybe Sean Lewis gets an even better head coaching job.
Yeah.
So you have to wonder, behind closed doors, what's really going on? Do people really buy into Coach Prime's system? I'm not so sure.
I don't think so. I mean, if when you separate them, coaches, like we said, coaching is a 24/7 job.
Oh my God, Crystal, so much sacrifice.
You can get a call at 2 a.m. from one of your guys, right? And more often than not, if you're a good coach, you're picking up and you're figuring out what's going on. But a player, you're done with practice. You can check out. You're done for the day.
100%. 100%. And I'll take it to the next step. When you're a player, and let's say you're a really good high school player or a college player, and then your career's over, always your family or friends, the first thing they say is what? Hey, you should be a coach. And then you quickly find out that coaching is coaching football. I don't know with coaching basketball and stuff like that. Coaching football is one of the most difficult paths to greatness. You're talking about normally this is how it goes. You start at a high school, or if you're lucky, one of your ex-coaches asks you to come on as a graduate assistant.
Oh, okay.
At a college.
Mm-hmm.
And then after 2 years, you go to a small college and become like the receivers coach.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have to win. And then you bounce and you go to a D1 AA, and maybe you're the tight ends coach. Once again, you have to win.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh, somebody's going to give me an offensive coordinator spot. And then you have to go back down sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all this bouncing around, moving. Your wife's got to constantly move. If you have kids, they're bouncing around from schools. And then on top of it, everything you miss, graduations, school dances, your kids' games, you have to sacrifice to be great.
They do. They sacrifice a lot.
And
a lot.
When you're a Hall of Fame ex-player who should be financially stable, all that stuff going for them, I'm telling you, most of the time they don't have that extra effort because, they're tired. They had their careers already.
Yeah.
Being a head coach or being any type of football coach is a grind. Sports cards used to be something you traded at lunch. Now it's turned into Wall Street?
Are you talking about those cards I see people on TikTok opening?
Kind of.
Okay.
When Logan Paul sold a Pokemon card for $16 million, sports cards have officially entered a new era.
Is this the one he bought for $2 million?
He bought one for $2 million, the Pikachu Illustrator card,
Yeah, the Pikachu one.
right?
Yeah.
And he sold it to some tech guy for $16 million.
That was a good profit, a good investment.
Yeah.
That worked out.
Something feels off, Crystal.
Why?
Well, when you're talking Pokemon, a Charizard, the base set going for $1 million or $2 million, or I think at one point it was $3 million. I get that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We were the Pokemon era.
Yes.
The Illustrator card, I get that it's rare, but it feels like all those influencers have realized the NFT thing didn't work,
Yeah.
and they're now going into sports cards.
Oh, that makes sense. I can see that. I can see that
Yeah.
segue.
And the big thing with that, because I've noticed, and I've watched all these sports cards influencers and guys who are in the business, like they have actual sports card shops and they trade and it's their life. What I've noticed is sports cards are booming and people are buying.
Mhm.
But when we were kids, you didn't buy the backup or brand new quarterbacks like for example, Ty Simpson.
Right.
As soon as he gets drafted, his rookie card will be like $2,000 if it's grade 10.
Already?
Yeah, and it's like, it makes me wonder. It's like, it feels like the people that are buying it actually don't know about sports,
Yeah.
even though it's a great hobby. But when you start to talk about like Desmond Ritter and these kind of cards at $1,500 or $2,000, I'm like, they haven't even played yet.
These are the people that come in. This is a very like anecdotal thing.
Yes.
In bidding.
Yeah.
These are the people that come in, mess it up. They mess it up because
Yes.
there are things like, let's say I want to bid on an iPad, right? The reason why we're bidding on some whatever website
Mhm.
is to get it for a low price,
Yes.
right? So you have your price point and then you're like, screw it. I'll
Yeah.
go for the next one. And then people like this come in. And now all of a sudden this iPad is like $6,000 and you're like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
The point is, right? If somebody if a Ty Simpson, that card should be cheap.
They're messing up the market.
Yes, because that's how it's supposed to work.
You're dead on with that. And with this Pokemon sale, it not being a Charizard or a Blastoise or one of the main Pokemons from the base set, perfect grade 10, PSA 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I get it. It's a rare one, but my whole Pokemon career, I never even heard of it.
Well,
And
that's because it's not your world.
it was my world. I had every single Pokemon card there was.
Do you have any good ones?
No, I have none anymore. But I was the same as you at home and millions of others.
Right. So it's a niche market for those people. And then if other people go in with that mindset of just like,
To me, Crystal, it feels very similar to the NFT thing where
a money grab.
Yeah, no, people were buying NFTs for 500,000, $1 million, and then realized they were worth nothing.
But this is the other way. I mean, it's just a group of people going into a niche and messing it up because what did you say? People were buying NFTs for a lot of money. In this case, people are still paying a lot of money for a card for like somebody who isn't anybody, $5,000 for a newbie.
Yeah.
But it's for an investment for later to hope that they are great and then they have an investment, kind of like Logan Paul, $2 million to $16 million.
I have another beef with the cards is that because I've noticed this and I've done my research. I've gone down rabbit holes, all whatever you want to call it. But it seems like all the best cards are getting pulled by influencers also.
Yeah, that's kind of annoying.
But it seems like the decks are hot.
Yeah.
Like they're getting sent on purpose, drive up the price.
I see what you're doing here. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and I wish it wasn't so obvious,
Mm.
but I'm telling you guys, go online. It's a little weird that always the big card is getting hit on a stream or it just feels off.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And if you notice, you'll go to the more popular streamers and the more popular in this space, and they're hitting these mega cards. And I'm like, it seems a little bit too often they're doing it.
Yeah. I know somebody who recently bought a box of Pokemon cards
Yeah.
and they spent like $600.
Oh, it gets up there.
And I don't think they got any good cards.
Yeah. So
It was crazy. I was like,
yeah.
oh, that sucks.
They actually say if you have a chance to get your hands on an old box, you just shouldn't open it and just resell the box.
What the heck?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. When I grew up, let's take Pokemon out of it. Because everybody in my generation, what are we, millennials?
Yeah.
We all had Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, it was Charizard and Blastoise. And then if you were, for some reason, Mewtwo and Mew were cool.
Mewtwo was the hot one.
I never heard about an Illustrator card, bro, especially one of those trainer-looking cards. Like, I'm telling you, something's weird with that. I know it got sold, but I
think if I show you, because you've been out of it, and I'm in it a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like, I'm up to the times a little bit. I think if I showed you some of the new cards, you would be like, this is crazy. This is too much, because it's a lot now.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
And then I'll flip it. With sports cards, it used to be like owning the vintage was the play, which makes sense. You get a Jim Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Brown's retired. He's a legend. There's not making any more Jim Browns. It goes up. You get a Jim Brown rookie, it only goes up.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you guys, go check it out. You'll see these kids and they're buying, like, nothing against Mac Jones. I love Mac Jones, but you shouldn't be buying a Mac Jones for $1,000. That makes absolutely no sense. All those cards have gone to zero. They're worth nothing. And now you've turned sports cards into gambling. Once again, we're getting more and more into the gambling, and it's like,
that's
enough
why it
already.
Feels gross.
Yeah,
it was feeling gross for a minute, and now you said gambling, and now I connected it. Yes, it's a gamble.
Crystal, I know you know your shit
That's
with football,
crazy.
but Desmond Ridder, this guy also, he was good at Cincinnati. Don't get me wrong. But when I saw him, they sold a $1,500 card, a Desmond Ridder. I'm like, of what? Even Baker Mayfield at $1,500, and Baker's the man to me. That's way too much. Those are $200 cards, and Ritter's a $10 card.
Pack of cards used to be so cheap because it used to be fun. It's like a blind bag. Duh. You just open it. You don't know what you're going to get.
So you have to ask yourself what she just said. Let's go to the box. The box was cheap. Who wants it to go up? The people that own the box, like the companies.
The companies.
They want, how do you get them to go up? You need marketing. And the marketing is big cards getting sold, and they're an investment.
An investment, aka gambling.
It's gambling, man. Listen, they're trying to pass. I could, because I'm already hearing it. Gary Vee talks about it. The guy on Shark Tank, Mr. Wonderful. It's like art.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. A Michael Jordan OG PSA 10. Yes.
Yeah.
A Tom Brady rookie.
Yeah.
Yes. A Kobe rookie. Yeah. I'm counting on one freaking hand, Crystal. A Larry Bird, a Magic Johnson. Not every single basketball player. And just because it's a nice look and it's a nicely colored card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that goes for $2,000. He's done nothing.
That is crazy because, I mean, a pack of cards used to be a couple dollars.
Oh, yeah. There's a cool guy. I don't know his last name, and I love his content. It's Jeff, I think. He spells it Geoff. Sports cards investor. Awesome dude. Awesome dude. I've watched a ton of his content. I can tell when he buys cards, he's a very rich man.
Mm-hmm.
And he buys some cool vintage stuff. He gets it there. But when he buys the young ones, I can tell that he doesn't watch football, and he can get beat that way. But luckily, the guy opened his own card shop, which is an awesome card shop, and I'm sure the kids absolutely love it. But you can just tell it's like, dude, that receiver, even if he has an amazing year, he's got to have 10 of those to be Jerry Rice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I guess for it to be valuable. But I guess it's a different value in our eyes than theirs.
Crystal, if you go on the history of the NFL, and you know me, am I the old school guy? I know all the old stuff, the Twilight Zone, the this.
Yeah.
You're talking about, let's use receivers as an example. If you're telling me, hey, I have a PSA 10 of this card, if it's not Jerry Rice or Randy Moss, maybe Terrell Owens, and it's at like $4,000 or $5,000, I mean, what are we talking about? And there's been legends, Lynn Swan, John Stallworth, Odell Beckham, all those kind of guys. They're great, but those cards aren't worth $2,000, $3,000.
In your opinion?
They're not. They've just fooled the public and it's working.
Ugh, that's yucky.
I'm telling you, I grew up with Pokemon, that illustrator.
You just been out of the game, Unc. You got to get back in there.
Maybe it is, but I'm telling you, I smell something fishy, and that's what they're good at. I mean, I see it all the time. I know what's going on. That shit ain't worth 16 million. No card is, if Superman 1 comic book isn't going for more than 5 million, more than 5 million or whatever, or 10 million like the illustrator, I don't want to hear it.
Uh-huh.
Those are classic, legendary pieces.
Yeah.
That if you put them up, somebody's like, oh yeah. When that guy, even Logan Paul had a Charizard. That's great. That's something where if he puts it up, everybody's like, oh wow. The illustrator thing, something's off there, man. I remember Mewtwo and Mew. That was like hard to get. I never heard about no illustrator trainer card.
It's expanded.
Bullshit.
I know of, I saw this one show. It was not Pawn Stars. No.
Maybe.
Was it a pawn shop? It was a pawn shop. So it was a pawn shop, but it wasn't Pawn Stars. But this kid bought Formula One cards.
Okay.
And I think there's one of one Lewis Hamilton.
Okay.
And he got it. And the pawn place bought it for $1 million.
Lewis Hamilton? Okay. Well, hey, it's worked. It's like art then. They've figured it out.
I don't think it's like art though.
Well,
is it like art?
Art's like those things are tax write-off. Not tax write-offs. They are a way for you to hide your money. You know that, right? If someone buys art and later donates it to a museum or a nonprofit, they can often deduct the full current market value, not what they paid. They buy a painting for $1 million, sell it for $10 million, donate it to a museum, they may get a $10 million tax deduction.
Oh, whoa.
Yes.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
If you sell art that increased in value, you normally owe capital gains tax. But if the owner donates the art instead of selling it, they avoid paying those taxes.
And then you get a tax write-off. What a loop-de-loop. That is one heck of a loophole.
I'm telling you, they're going to use that model with the cards.
Yeah, that sounds like what they're setting it up for because they're putting such high value on them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, right? Like
that, and I've heard more and more, if you watch the content.
What museum are they doing?
There's more and more talk about, more than ever, about the colors on the card and all. It used to be rookie card, Troy Aikman, save it for years. It's expensive because he was great. He was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, this has this has this. And
now they put pieces of jerseys on them.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Soon they're going to have people's hair on them.
They'll put
their eyelashes.
They'll put a
toenail.
piece of the tire of Lewis Hamilton on there.
Okay.
No, they will. They put all that stuff.
I think they do have his. Did it have? No, it didn't have any clothes on it.
And when you're talking about memorabilia too, like a Shohei Ohtani, that historic day when he hit, 3 home runs? If you have that ball.
Yeah.
Or one of those balls, now we're talking. You have a Shohei Ohtani bat that he hit,
But that's a collectible. Different.
Slightly different.
I'm
telling you, they're moving the card game. When you start to see guys like Mr. Wonderful and Gary V, they know what they're doing.
Yeah, these business guys.
They're moving in and they're like, wait a minute, that looks similar to art. That's actually a physical NFT. A tangible NFT.
Yeah.
So nothing against the hobby. I think it's awesome. I think
more power to them.
Like what Card Collector One's doing, my boy Sean's doing, all those guys, they're awesome. But
yeah, more power to them. You guys have fun. Have a blast.
The Logan Paul, when they start doing that.
It's when it starts to feel a little swindling. It starts to feel
$16 million,
gross.
Crystal.
It's crazy for a piece of paper.
And
a little cardboard piece of paper.
Yeah, I mean.
I can make one at home on my printer and computer. I got you. You want one?
Yeah,
Who
something.
wants one? I can make you one.
So I have a crazy, wild. I honestly I couldn't believe when I heard it. I had to double check it.
What? What happened?
High school athletes
Yeah.
using AI to enhance their highlight tape.
What do you mean
Out of
enhance?
control.
What do you mean
Out of
enhance?
freaking control.
Tell me,
Crystal.
give me examples. What are they doing?
So I'm gonna give you an
These high
example.
schoolers, these kids are on it.
You have Dex,
Yes.
who's number 1 in the nation.
Okay.
So if we'll use Coach Lincoln Riley at USC.
Yeah.
Coach Lincoln Riley is one human, right?
Yeah.
He can only be in one place.
Yes.
So if on Friday night, if he comes sees me and I'm in Norman, Oklahoma or Chaparral High School in Arizona, ripping it,
Yeah.
he can watch me, right?
Yeah.
But he can't go see other people he wants to recruit all the time. So what do those other kids do? They send in highlight tape or they upload it to Huddle. They upload it to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some kids now have figured out, let me add a couple of highlights in there of AI me in the highlight tape.
Fully AI in a game.
Fully AI, you can't even know the difference.
That's not good. That's not okay.
Yeah.
How did they get? Who did it? Who got caught?
Like we're not gonna name names because they're underage. But
say their names.
No, they're out there doing it, and
no, this sounds like a very juvenile, like kid thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna get away with it. It's a kid making a very big mistake, but
the thing is, Chris,
dang.
it's weird because like you can do it, and then if the coach gets his hands on the real game tape and doesn't see that play, you instantly your career's over.
You're over before you even
Yeah.
started. It's over.
That's probably one of the dumbest things you could probably do.
What would that be equivalent to back in the days? Like it would just be over for you.
The only thing that was kind of similar was one time I remember when we were in high school that this kid literally lied and said he had these scholarships and he had a whole little hat ceremony and he picked Cal.
Yeah.
And then everybody found out he lied. He thought that was going to get him a scholarship and it was a big national story. And then
He didn't get any scholarships?
no,
Oh.
he never had a scholarship.
Nobody offered him one after
No.
that? Nobody felt bad?
No.
Oh, poor kid. Let's
No,
throw
you
him
just
something.
so that's the only thing that comes close to it. This one, I think they're not realizing like, yes, you can make your highlight tape look great, but if they're going to offer you a scholarship and that coach didn't look at the full game tape,
Yeah.
number one, you're never going to get a job. I mean, never get a scholarship. And number two, that coach is going to be fired. Because if you're offering scholarship, you better not just look at the damn highlight tape, coach. You better be looking at the full game tape.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's crazy.
I have other
That's crazy because like that's a full-blown lie, but based off of like your
embarrassing.
how do you go out there and say that you did this and then when you go on the field and you can't do it?
It's just kids thinking they're smarter than
They thought
everybody else.
And guess what? The parents always find out.
The parents find out, the coaches are going to find out.
We always know when you're lying.
But since we're talking
Somehow, some way.
about just things that it's like, why are you doing this, right?
Yeah.
Like, how stupid?
Yes.
What is Max Crosby, who we respect tremendously, Las Vegas Raider, who's possibly getting traded,
Yeah.
defensive end. What are you getting in the ring with Sean Strickland, UFC fighter, for?
He's going to do UFC?
No, he got in on a sparring,
Oh.
and Sean Strickland busted his freaking nose.
Well, serves him right.
Guys,
That's what
stay away
happens.
from pro fighters.
Yeah, don't go fight with the fighter if you don't
Yeah.
want to get broken.
Don't do it because
Basically.
what I've noticed is pro fighters, believe it or not, they're not out there. Yeah, the Diaz brothers are a little rowdy, but they're not out there starting fights with people.
No, they're not supposed to.
But I'll tell you one thing I've noticed that they hate. And it doesn't show until the fight starts or the sparring starts.
What?
Is they don't like it when other people that are their age in other sports or not in other sports play challenge. Once they get in the ring, I've noticed that fighters are like, wait a minute, does this guy really think he could take me?
That's why they don't go and start fights.
Yeah.
Because they can kill you.
Yeah.
with
And
one move.
yeah, just stop.
Dead.
Don't fight pro fighters.
I know how to do a move. An armbar. You know how to do an armbar? Yeah, there you go.
I know how to do the one Rikishi does where if somebody's on the floor, you sit on their back and pull their legs back.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, God.
We have another week of gambling, Crystal.
Don't we always have gambling every
Yeah,
week?
obviously, we're going to fire some bets. It's simple this week. You know what I like? It's the Arnold Palmer, the golf.
Oh, wait, isn't that a drink?
Yeah.
Isn't that like lemonade and iced tea?
Yeah, but he's also one of the most famous golfers ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's the Arnold Palmer Classic. It's this week. Wait after day one.
I'm just now realizing that it was named after a guy.
Yeah. 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 It's not just.
I thought somebody just came up with a cute name.
No, he's not just a lemonade iced tea guy. He was
No, I didn't even know it was
legendary
a
golfer.
guy. I thought somebody just called it an Arnold Palmer.
No, yeah. So the Arnold Palmer's this week.
Mm-hmm.
Wait after day one. If Scotty Scheffler is -1 or even on the day, bet him to win and bet him to top 5. If he has a good day, you got to back off. The odds are going to be terrible.
Now you're a golf guy.
Yes. I'm the golf guy. So bet Scotty Scheffler, wait after day one and hit him. That top 5 is really the sweet spot. If you want to cover your bets, bet the top 10 as well. And other than that, let's just wait for March Madness. That's coming up soon. And it's going to be a wild one.
Mm-hmm. I'm still stuck on Arnold Palmer.
Yes, Arnold Palmer is an iced tea and lemonade mix.
And also a golf legend.
That's all, folks. I'm Dex Lucci, and that's Arnold Palmer. We'll see you next week.
No.
Peace.
Bye, everyone. Bye.